So not sure how this video is gonna go, but as you can guess by the title, it's like gonna be me talking about collection changes and the setups I've done for the comebacks that are happening soon. Obviously I posted like a binder tour over a month ago, I think now. Obviously collection changes. I wanted to film and post it because that's how my collection was at a time. But since I plan on doing the binder tours every like 6 months, it's like twice a year, we'll be able to see like beginning of 2023 how my collection changed. So I don't regret doing that, even though my collection changed as of right now. But we're gonna go almost through all the binders and see what changed, and also see the setups I've done for the new collections. While we talk a bit, I haven't made my little like placeholders for Yves, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. But yeah, I've decided to change a few collections. This is the red back. I want my placeholders for the pieces I already have. Also, my next video is gonna be me putting photo cards into my binders. I finally have like my Loona goes from Flip That on hand, so I have everything on hand right now, so I'll finally be able to put those down and then hit Slough Dive. I think I'm only missing the what's it called, the digipack or digipack. I have one on the way, and then I have the other two on hand, and then we have after like I think I'm missing two. I think I'm missing version 1, and I think I don't have the digipack. But yeah, I just wanted to do this like chatty video just to, you know, just to update where my collection is, because like when I'm gonna sort photo cards, people are gonna be like, wait, where's that collection, or that changed so much, what happened? So I just wanted to like make a little update on that, and since I just did little fillers I needed, we're gonna go straight on to the first mini binder, and I'm just gonna go like straight with this one. So the first collection I'm adding which is Jinha, because Jinha was an ult of mine. I mean, she technically still is, but she obviously since IS1 she hasn't been active in the idol world. She was on Street Woman Fighter. I cannot put this in, but since she's actually finally debuting as a solo artist, I'm gonna be collecting her. For right now, I set up for collecting everything for her. That's why she's in this mini collect book. Jeez, this is way harder. It's tight. Okay, so yeah, I set up, I'm gonna move this away. I set up for, whoops, so sorry, for all of her photo cards. So far there's 20. There's 8 for version A, 8 for version B, and then the 4 for the kit version. I'll see what I want to collect. Like if they all look the same, I might be a bit pickier on what I collect. For now, I set up for everything. But if you saw my like binder tour, you know I collect her for IS1 too. This is like my casual collection, so I don't like only collect like 1 photo card per era. Since for IS1 I didn't collect everything, she's gonna stay in that mini binder. She's gonna be her like her IS1 photo cards. But her solo photo cards are gonna be in this one. So I just like split it. I just separated her from IS1 and then from her solo. And then there's also Yves. Let me just set it up. Previously, in my binder tour, I was collecting Ray, and I was collecting Ray for 1 photo card per era. But I do adore Yves. I mean, I've talked to some of my friends about it, but I have struggled with my Yves bias. It was Ray, it was Liz, it was Eugene. I'm gonna have to turn this, it's gonna be easier. It was Liz, it's been Ray again. But I collected Ray. Now I'm collecting Eugene, but I'm gonna collect her fully. I'm still like, I think I didn't do the 11 ID. I'm just gonna do that real quick. I did decide to collect her fully, I'm not sure she's my bias for now. She is, but like if ever I decide to change bias, I can always just trade. I can always just trade cards if I ever decide like, oh, this person's my bias. So it's not the end of the world, but so far I am very enjoying collecting Eugene. I like collecting Ray, but I don't know, I'm just enjoying it more right now. So that's why, even though I'm like torn between Ray, Liz, and like Eugene as like my bias, I am enjoying collecting Eugene more right now. So that's why I'm gonna stick to that. And then after like, I don't know, it's so dusty. And then the G pack. Perfect. So yeah, the blanks are the pieces I do have. So they're gonna be put in my binder the next video. There's some dogs outside fighting. Sorry if you heard that. And then I don't know, I have some bigger inclusions that I'm just gonna put here. And then I don't know if anything changed. Oh yeah, I set up for Kepler. Here they are. So Kepler's having their comeback, so I decided to do just the K version and the K version ID. It's like they have 9 photo cards or 10, I think, with the digipack. Everyone's doing digipacks nowadays. So like I didn't really know how to set it up. For now that's how it's gonna be, and then if I like it or if I don't, I'll change it. So this is the K version with the ID, and then the midnight ID. So then it's gonna be the midnight photo card, daydream photo cards. I reused some fillers, that's why there's like luminous from Loona on the back, so let's forget about that. So yeah, daydream version, and then daydream ID and digipack ID, and then I guess next era I'll just continue to here, and then yeah, I collect 2 pulps for her per era, so the 2 pulps are gonna go here, and I just do for non-album fan kits and seasons greetings. So I think that's it for this binder. Oh yeah, I mean US having 2 more pops, but that's not like comeback setting. So I'll move on to my bigger binders now. Perfect. So this binder doesn't have a cover because I'm changing the cover. I'm gonna put it in right now. This was originally my Try B binder, but I'm changing this to an ults binder because if you didn't know, my 2 ults were Loona and Try B, and I had some my ults of the ones basically that are in the other binders of like Stacy and Lesserafim, and I don't know, Kepler, Yves, or like my semi ults. But after consideration, and they're about to have a comeback, Lesserafim is officially an ult of mine. They're not a semi ult anymore. They've moved to being an ult, so they're moving into the bigger binder, and they're moving with Try B. And I don't know, for all my ults, I tend to want to like collect top 3 because I love the group so much. I don't want to just collect my bias. So it's not just Unshay anymore that I'm going to be collecting. I'm also picking up 2 other members. So I set up for that, which I'm very excited. So yeah, I just made ults collection, and then I put the I'm fearless, huh? I'm not going to try to sing it, and then just a Try B picture, just to like, you know, have a little, you know, dedication to both groups in here. So yeah, Try B are now not alone. So I have the Unshay cards, but Unshay is gonna be collected with Chaewon and Yeonjin. Also, if you didn't know, I mean, I haven't talked about it yet, but in Eyes 1, Chaewon was my second bias. So it's like when she debuted in Lesserafim, and she caught my eyes and became my bias, but Chaewon always has been, you know, very close second. And Yeonjin, I don't know, everybody loves her. I love her too. I couldn't find a picture of the 3 of them, so it's Unshay on the cover. And then for their first album, I like, for these cards, the mono, I can't remember, like bouquet, whatever. I'm just collecting Unshay. So basically what I'm gonna do, just for the regular album versions, I'm gonna collect top 3, and then for like digipack or other versions, I'm gonna collect Unshay. So we have Chaewon, like the petrol and the mermaid version, I can't remember the name, and then Yeonjin petrol and mermaid. I also have Chaewon on the way actually, which is great, and already had Unshay and both cards. I know she's technically the youngest, but she's my bias, so I put her in the middle. And then yeah, I got the 2 mono something bouquet. I really can't remember. And then this is gonna be for their anti-fragile comeback. So it's gonna be Chaewon, Unshay, and Yeonjin. And then for the digipack, I'm gonna collect all of Unshay's. And I used to do 2 pops, but since she's in the bigger binder now, it's gonna be 3 pops per era for her. So this is gonna be for what's it called? Like Fearless era. It's gonna be for anti-fragile era. And yeah, and for Try B, I also did some changes. I used to collect OT7, but I just downsized a lot of my collections. I thought I was collecting a lot, and it was just like overwhelming. Like since there was like a lot I was collecting, I wasn't even making progress because it was just making me anxious. So I downsized. So for Try B, which is an O2, I decided to just do top 3. My top 3 is Jinha, which is my ults, one of my old biases. So Jinha, Jinha, and Soen I'm gonna collect, and also just 1 OT7 set per version. I just couldn't drop OT7 fully, so for the IDs and stuff, I just did like top 3, and then I have my OT7 sets, you know, and I just did that. And then I also just switched it. Like, I'm not doing a binder tour, I'm just keeping you guys updated. So yeah, I just switched it to, and this is gonna be my OT7 set. And then, well, Jinha is not in this comeback, so it's just gonna be Jinha and Soen, and then the group cards. So that's it for this binder, but I'm super happy to have Lesserafim in here. Like, I don't regret making them an ult. I just adore them. I've been watching, obviously I watched a documentary, and I don't know if, even if you don't stan, I just think the documentary was super good. Like, it honestly really shows what they go through. Just when I mean they, I mean like K-pop idols what they go through to debut. And it's like, I don't know, it was just super, it just made me like even love them even more and be like super fond of them even more. I've just been watching like non-stop content of them since debut, and so it was gonna happen. And then we're just gonna move on to Loona next, and because I just changed a few things in my collection. So yeah, this is my Loona album binder, like album photo cards. So I did change a few things. Also, I don't think this video is gonna be super long, but at least, like, even if people don't watch this, at least it's, you know, for me to go back and watch the videos and be like, oh, this is how my collection changed, and this is how I felt at the time. So yeah, so for Loona, I picked up OT12. I mean, I was doing OT12 like pre-debut and stuff, but I decided to do OT12 everything. But with 144 cards for the past like 3 eras, with approximately $5 a card, it was, and also I collect other groups, it was just a bit too much and a bit more money than I want to put on cards. And also collect Yves non-album, and Loona non-album is expensive, honestly. Hence, like, preach to like all the Loona collectors out there doing OT12. I really wish I could afford it, but I do like collecting other groups, and it was just what it wasn't for me. I adore Loona, and I'm kind of sad that I'm not doing OT12, but it's okay. So I kept my OT12 pre-debut. That's something I always wanted to do. And then what I did though is I'm doing OT12 for Ash era, because Ash era is like a super special place in my heart. It's my first era with Loona, their first win. I mean, Hasu is not in there though, but yeah, it's my favorite era too. It's my favorite title track, so I'm doing OT12 for Ash. And then just for the other eras, I'm just doing top 3, which is Hyunjin, Chetty, and Yves. So this is what I'm doing for every era onwards, and also just for like plus XX. But since it looks perfect because there's 12 cards per member, so it literally is a perfect 9 pocket page. But I did want it to do something OT12 like I do for Try B. I do 1 OT7 set per era or whatever. I wanted to do something similar for Loona, but if I decided to do, I don't know why it's so dusty, but if I were to do this for Loona, it would kind of mess up the already, well, you know, perfect layout. So what I'm gonna do is for every era, I'm just gonna collect an OT12 pop set. So like I'm gonna have an OT12 set here for a midnight era, and then it's just like these came with the album, so I put OT12 here, Yves pops, but it's gonna be easier to show here because I already had the pop set. So yeah, I'm gonna have like my Yves pops and then like an OT12 like layout like this of a pop set. This one I had with my fan signs, so I already had the set. And also when I usually pre-order my albums, and I usually pre-order like 8 albums, so already gives me a lot of pops and I'm only missing like a few. So that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on. So it's top 3 for album cards and then just one OT12 set per era. And then for Japanese cards, I'm also dropping down to just Yves. I think for ults, I'll just leave it like this because for us it's just 3 cards and it looks kind of weird. Like on it, like to set it up on a certain like 10, I don't know, just three PCs on a 9 pocket. I don't like, it would be too empty, so I'm gonna keep top 3 for this. But for Luminous that's happening, I'm gonna do just Yves, and there's like 4 album cards and so far 3 pops, so it's just gonna be like this. Japanese cards are a bit harder to find, so I'm just gonna stick to Yves. So yeah, that was it for my collection changes. So basically I'm collecting, I've went from being a casual collection to being a full-on collection. Lesserafim is now an ult, and I picked up top 3, and then Loona and Try B went from being OT7, OT12 to collecting just top 3 and certain OT7 or OT12 sets. And then I also added Cheon's solo collection. So yeah, my next video will be finally storing photo cards into my binders. I may film it today, I may not, but it's gonna be posted in the next few weeks because I also filmed a little vlog yesterday. Yeah, I mean, yeah, from when I'm posting this, I don't know if it was yesterday, but I filmed a little vlog with my friends. Like it will just be like the little scenes and like with captions and stuff. Like I'm not talking to it, but I went to album shopping with my friend, and like we just unboxed and showed our pulls, and I just showed a bit my city. So I will be editing it. Hopefully it turned out not bad. It's like gonna be super short. I think it's like 5 minutes. But I also have that to post, so I don't know which video will be first, if it's gonna be the let's talk video or if it's gonna be the vlog. But yeah, these are my next 2 videos with the storing photo cards. So hopefully you enjoyed it. It was just, you know, just me talking and just keeping you guys updated on the changes I've made. I think that for the time being, this is gonna be my collections. I don't plan on changing everything. I'm pretty satisfied right now. With all the comebacks happening though, I'm taking everything slow. With like Jinha, Lesserafim, and Kepler having comebacks, yeah, I'm gonna be taking it slow because it's a lot of things coming out, and Loona's just having a billion like merch. I didn't show you my Loona non album because I tried to set up for it, but there's so much things and I'm so lost on what I have on the way and what not. So yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed it and you like these little changes. And people that were like, oh my gosh, your Loona OT12 collection, I'm sorry, that's not happening anymore. But you know what, it's making me less stressed about collecting Loona, and I'm just enjoying it more. I think collecting top 3, it's a lot less stress and pressure. But honestly, I love watching OT12 collectors. I have a few friends that are collecting OT12, and you know what, I'll be watching your videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.